Good day, good people. It's Chantel Sarita sending you all of the positive vibes. I wanted to share my quarantine morning routine with you because it's been helping me stay productive and sane during this time. So one of the first things that I start off with is journaling. And I journal all of the things that I'm grateful for. And I usually just pick the things that pop into my head first. Nothing real crazy. I just, talk about what I'm grateful for and kind of give myself that time to reflect. And then from there, I usually do a meditation because I want to go ahead and get that going before my mind starts wandering and thinking about all the stuff I need to do for the day. I usually do a morning manifestation meditation or like some type of chakra meditation. It just depends on my mood, but I've been doing this particular one for the past 2 weeks or so. And it really helps me to just kind of sit in solitude before the day starts and kind of get my day started from there. It helps me stay grounded throughout the day. So from there, I usually try to get into the bathroom so that I can brush my teeth and get my face washed and stuff before my roommate gets up. My mom actually got me this kimono from Japan a couple years ago. Super cute. I wear it as a robe. Keeps me warm. Super stylish. I love it. So like I said, I usually hit the bathroom and wash my face and brush my teeth. Except normally when I do this, it's part of my routine, but usually when I do this, there's not someone there with me. Nosy. Y'all so nosy. But anyway, so I use activated charcoal. It's like a coconut type flavor. It doesn't really sud that much like regular toothpaste does because it doesn't have fluoride in it, which I think is better for us. So I make sure that I use fluoride-free toothpaste. And I brush my tongue, y'all. Brush your tongue because that will help. I also use African black soap to wash my face. I'm almost running out, as you can see my sad face here. But I don't do too much for my skincare routine. My skin is pretty low maintenance for now, at least. So I just wash my face and wipe off the crust and you know what I'm saying. I'm Shane, Cardi B. So from there, here you are again in my room, in my business, in my face. But since you're here, you can see what I do next. So I usually put on some coconut oil in my face. So not a lot, like a very, very little bit. Like I said, my face is pretty low maintenance, like my skin. I don't have to do much. But I put a little bit of that on there and I make sure I rub it in together, rub my hands together and make sure everything is going on nice and easy and smooth. And of course, I put a little Vaseline on my lips to make sure that they're nice and moisturized. We don't want them cracked lips, honey. And then I put on a little bit of rose water and I spray it into my hand and I just kind of put it on my face to give myself a little extra hydration. So from there, I like to make my bed up because looking at a nice made up bed just makes me feel better about life. I make sure I open up my shade so I have plenty of sunlight coming throughout the day. But yeah, like I said, making up my bed just kind of makes me feel more productive. And then after I do my meditation, I like to sage my space because I release a lot of energy that I don't want to hold on to. And so I want to make sure that my space is clear too. So I'll sage my space after I make my bed and sometime in the morning time. Shower time. See, I already know what it is when you get in the shower. Wash up, wash your booty. And now I'm going to get dressed. And another thing that I have implemented into my routine in the past few months is my hip self-care. I like to call it hip self-care because it's something that I need to do to make sure that I'm taking care of myself and my body. In one of my previous videos, I did talk about how I've been working on maintaining, or not even maintaining, but coming back from injury. I used to be a gymnast. You can check that video out to get the details, but I've been doing hip self-care in the mornings, and the routine kind of changes up depending on the day. Like this day in particular, I had to do actual exercises. So there's particular like ways that I have to roll out and stretch so that I can do those exercises. And my physical therapist, Kim, has been helping so much. Like, I've had this pain for over 10 years, and she's the only person that I've been able to link up with that's been able to help me out. So I make sure that I stick to doing these routines. I have to do the hip one every other day. And then if I'm doing like just an ab exercise that's specific for my hips, I can do that every day. I know I'm kind of out of frame here. My room was kind of small, but I'm doing some foot exercises here, just being playful and making sure that I'm having fun too. And it wouldn't be a morning routine without breakfast. So I have to make sure I eat breakfast every morning. If it's not something big like this, it's something small, but I make sure I have like tea every morning too, so I can take my vitamins and keep my immune system up, especially nowadays. And I've been using this organic honey as well to throw in my tea. So I'm making eggs and waffles and hash browns this morning because I love breakfast. I just love it. Ew. Bop, 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 twerk, twerk, work, work, ay, ay. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and throw my eggs on here. This isn't really a cooking show, so I ain't gonna talk too much about this. Clorox wipes! Oh my God, they're so rare now. And I like to put a little spinach in my eggs because I want to have some type of veggie. Sometimes I'll cut up mushrooms depending on my mood. And again, like I said, I'm having some tea. This is a honey turmeric tea from Yogi. And they always have a little quote on the little tag, which is really cute. So if you get Yogi, make sure you read the tag because they have really nice like messages there. I gotta have my cheese eggs. Gotta put a little cheese on the eggs. Eventually, I'll cut it out of my diet. But for now, look at that beautiful breakfast. All right, y'all. So that was my morning routine. Specifically my quarantine morning routine. But I want to continue to do these things every single morning and kind of work them into my regular schedule. You know, a lot of these things I've been doing already, like, you know, getting up and meditating and, you know, journaling. But I've been taking it more seriously to do so every day because I notice a big difference when I meditate and I journal compared to when I don't. Like there's just a difference in my day. Like it's easier for my thoughts to control me rather than me control my thoughts. Or not even controlling my thoughts, but just not attaching to them. It's easier to get sucked into them throughout the day if I don't meditate. If I do meditate, I notice that I'm able to kind of let them pass through a little bit easier than if I don't. And journaling, I usually journal, like you heard what I said. I usually journal like what I'm grateful for, and that just kind of helps set the tone for my day. But thank you so much for tuning in with me. I appreciate each and every one of you in your own individual ways. Go ahead and like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Check the description box because I put a lot of good resources and little goodies in there. And if you're interested in talking to me more about kind of getting your schedule together, especially during this time where we have all of this time on our hands and you kind of feel kind of scattered and all over the place, check the description box to set up a time with me so we can work on your routine and get you moving and productive and working on things that you're passionate about. So thanks again, and until next time. Bye.